What does his fantasy, boss? Will you get out of here? Would you like me to apply the baby oil to Satan's asshole, boss?
JD Vance's voice.
JD Vance's
So
voice
funny.
kills me.
South Park just went nuclear on JD Vance, turning him from a vice presidential hopeful into a squeaky cartoon caricature who mindlessly praises every dumb idea Trump blurts out. They shredded him, humiliating him at Mar-a-Lago like a disposable chew toy. This was a savage political obituary, and JD Vance got buried in it.
Boss, the
Relax.
plane is
Who's
here for
that?
immigration and customs enforcement. I know, stupid. Let's go.
I don't know
I
that person.
don't know.
So JD Vance actually said Donald Trump was being incredibly transparent like glass. And South Park didn't just tap that glass, they smashed it with a baseball bat, swept up the shards, and then stuffed them straight into Vance's diaper bag. Because in their world, JD Vance isn't some bold vice president speaking truth to power. Nope. He's background noise, a squeaky prop, a disposable cog repeating whatever Trump blurts out, like the political equivalent of Siri with a head injury. And honestly, that's the bigger insult. South Park didn't even bother treating him like a villain worth mocking. They treated him like an afterthought.
Keep them on their toes, you know?
I'm so happy this is back. Like, just go there for every joke. Parody isn't what we're missing.
I don't know if it's at
No,
home yet.
no.
Go see it in the theater with people.
I grew up like the Zucker Brothers. Those movies were like kind of the defining comedy of my childhood.
And that's the beauty of it. Villains at least get dignity. Darth Vader, Joker, even Saddam Hussein got a recurring South Park arc. JD Vance, he gets a squeaky voice and a boot to the face. That's his legacy. That's what happens when your entire political persona is built on smiling and nodding like a bobblehead in the back of Trump's golf cart.
Like the version of him on South Park.
Right.
They feel like they kind of have two because JD Vance did what I thought was like,
From the cold open, South Park made it crystal clear, we are not here for polite jabs. Trump ranting about comrades and comrades wasn't just toilet humor. It was a mission statement, the kind of crude setup that says, buckle up folks, because this episode is gonna torch politics, the White House, and anyone dumb enough to step into frame. Nobody's safe, least of all Vance.
Look like Charlie Kirk.
Oh, because I had heard Charlie Kirk was supposed to be in this one.
So not really, but to your point about how online they are, like all of a sudden you can tell that he just has the Charlie Kirk.
And when his cartoon doppelganger waddled in, the takedown was merciless. Instead of showing leadership, his on-screen self just parroted Trump's words like a malfunctioning Alexa. Say the line, JD. He nods, he repeats, he squeaks, and that's the whole gag. He's not a man, he's a script-reading Roomba.
Relax. Take a load off. Boss, the plane is here from immigration and customs enforcement.
What the
I know,
fuck?
stupid. Let's go.
The satire lands because it's rooted in something painfully real. In politics today, survival isn't about ideas. It's about sycophancy. Say the right line, smile, collect your relevance. That's the job.
Top of it.
Where's the umbrellas?
Satan.
But South Park, being South Park, didn't stop at mockery. They went nuclear because the actual White House couldn't resist firing back. They released a statement calling the show irrelevant after 20 years, which is hilarious. That's like a billionaire suing a kid's lemonade stand because the sign was mean. You don't clap back at a cartoon unless the cartoon hit a nerve, and boy, did it.
man, we've come a long way from Drumpf.
Of course, Trey Parker and Matt Stone smelled blood. The animated White House became a grotesque circus of flattery, with advisors, sycophants, and tech bros lining up to kiss the presidential ring. Your leadership is historic. You do not have a small pens. That's not subtle. That's not polite. That's a satirical mugshot of how politics works behind closed doors. Strip away the suits and the dignity, and what you've got is a room full of grovelers desperately validating every insecurity.
We need you to reclassify marijuana on the national level.
What?
With your wisdom, I'm sure that we can work out an arrangement. In return for your understanding, I wish to offer you a gift.
The real gut punch. Cartoon Trump doesn't just soak it up, he drowns in it. Every bad idea is inspired. Every paranoid ramble is genius. And if you think that's too far-fetched, just scroll the news cycle. Real-world officials bend over backwards daily to flatter the boss. South Park didn't invent this, they just turned the volume to max.
Would you like me to apply the baby oil to Satan's asshole, boss?
And then, because this is South Park, they pulled the ultimate trump card, Satan. Yes, the the literal devil, Trump's golf buddy at Mar-a-Lago. And what does JD Vance do in this infernal bromance? He squeaks out an offer to rub baby oil on Satan. Not resist, not recoil, not even hesitate. No, his first instinct is to grovel at Beelzebub's cloven feet with oil in hand. That's not satire pulling punches. That's satire hitting you with a frying pan.
Well, you see, I got a nut.
And here's the kicker. The satire stings because it's not really exaggeration. Vance did build his career by clinging to Trump's coattails. He went from calling Trump cultural heroin to being his #1 hype man faster than you can say political amnesia. That's why the caricature lands so hard. It's not random cruelty. It's a cartoonist's mirror when South Park shows him crawling back after every insult, beaming when Trump calls him stupid. It's not just funny. It's a commentary on how politics rewards groveling. Leaders don't lead. They debase themselves for proximity to power.
Yeah, they're online, these guys.
They're so
Train Matter online.
So online. Cartman attends the 3rd annual Charlie Kirk Award for Master Debaters.
Why are you so sad?
I wish to be gone from this place.
And let's not skip over the poetry of the Satan subplot, because if Trump hanging with the devil wasn't enough, the writers made it clear even hell has standards. Satan tries to get out. He doesn't want in on this circus. That's the metaphor dialed up to nuclear. The Prince of Darkness himself takes one look at Trump's orbit and says, "Nope, too much for me." When hell feels like a downgrade from Washington, the joke writes itself.
I do not understand. If you do not want to be here, then why do you stay?
I am forced to stay by the dark tides of destiny.
So here's the brutal irony. South Park didn't just roast JD Vance. They annihilated him, but they did it in the most insulting way possible, by not even making him the star. He wasn't the villain. He wasn't the center of the joke. He was the chew toy, the squeaky prop, the man baby groveling for scraps at Mar-a-Lago. That's worse than being hated. That's being irrelevant. And in the end, that's what makes this satire so devastating, because villains can come back, villains can be respected, but once South Park turns you into a squeaky voiced diaper boy who oils up Satan, that image sticks forever. It's not a news cycle. It's not a meme. It's canon, and canon is brutal.
Profit motive canon.
Yeah, the bottom dollar, as it were.
Oh, it's so good. Okay, so you guys saw Clyde there briefly at the end. He's down at Mar-a-Lago, I guess, because Trump likes him now.
And just when you think the satire couldn't get any darker, South Park pivots from politicians to machines. Because why stop at human yes men when you can program one? Randy spits out one terrible idea after another. French fry salad, an AI-powered global weed empire. And every single time, ChatGPT beams back. That's brilliant, Randy. No hesitation, no pushback. Just endless validation wrapped in corporate buzzwords about transforming cannabis ecosystems into global action. It's Silicon Valley optimism turned into parody, the kind that dresses up failure as innovation. Which brings us right back to JD Vance, because his role in this circus isn't as some grand puppet master. He's the pawn, the disposable background character. South Park's real insult is that he's too unimportant to even be the villain. In a world powered by sycophants, human or AI, Vance isn't leading. He's just another echo in the cult of yes. And that is why this episode wasn't just satire. It was a political obituary. JD Vance didn't just get roasted, he got erased. Stick around and subscribe, because South Park isn't slowing down, and neither is the humiliation.